now I introduce Sijo sir to you to take the session. Sir, I welcome you to session.
Thank you, Jugal, and thank you, George Duty sir. ജോർജ് ടി സാറ് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരവസ്ഥയിൽ വി ആർ ഇൻ എ പാൻഡമിക് സിറ്റുവേഷൻ. നമുക്ക് കോളേജിലേക്ക് വരാനോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ നോളജ് ഇപ്പോൾ അക്വയർ ചെയ്യാൻ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്. സോ പക്ഷെ നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനെ ടൈം വേസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല, കാരണം വി ആർ ഇൻ എ കോമ്പറ്റിറ്റീവ് വേൾഡ്. സോ അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ പ്രാക്ടിക്കലായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഓരോ മീൻസ് SAE പല പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ ഈവൻസും നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്നു, എനിക്കറിയാം. പല കോമ്പറ്റീഷൻസ് ഒക്കെ നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അതൊക്കെ ഇപ്പൊ നടത്താൻ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പൊ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്നത് ഇതുപോലെ സമയം കളയാതെ ടെക്നിക്കൽ നോളജ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തിയറിറ്റിക്കൽ നോളജ് കുറേ കൂടെ ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യുക. ഇതെല്ലാം കുറച്ച് നാൾ കഴിയുമ്പോൾ മാറും, നമ്മളെല്ലാം പഴയ പോലെ ആവും. ആ സമയത്ത് നമുക്ക് ഈ ഇപ്പൊ അച്ചീവ് ചെയ്ത തിയറിറ്റിക്കൽ നോളജ് വെച്ചിട്ട് പ്രാക്ടിക്കലി നമുക്ക് അന്നേരം ഒത്തിരി മുമ്പോട്ട് പോകാൻ പറ്റും. അപ്പോൾ അതിന് ഒരു അവസരമായിട്ട് ഇപ്പോൾ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് എബോവ് 60 സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഇത്രയും സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു അവസരമായിട്ട് അത് എടുത്തു. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഓൾ ഞാൻ ഇത് എങ്ങനെ ഒരു മീറ്റിംഗ് ഓർഗനൈസ് ചെയ്ത SAEക്ക് താങ്ക്സ് പറയുന്നു. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഈ സമയത്ത് നിങ്ങൾ ഇതിൽ അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്ന എല്ലാ സ്റ്റുഡൻസും ഇത് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യാൻ കാണിച്ച താല്പര്യവും എല്ലാം അപ്രീഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഞാൻ കൂടുതൽ സമയം കളയുന്നില്ല, നേരെ ടോപ്പിക്കിലേക്ക് കിടക്കുകയാണ്. ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത് ഇതിൽ കൂടുതലും സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ആണെന്നാണ് ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കിയത്, അല്ലെ ജുഗൽ?
അതെ സാർ, സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ആണ് കൂടുതലുള്ളത്.
സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ സ്റ്റുഡൻസ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നത് അവര് ഫസ്റ്റ് ഇയർ ബേസിക് മെക്കാനിക്കൽ ഓഫ് എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് ഒരു കോഴ്സ് ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ അതില് ലാസ്റ്റ് മോഡ്യൂളില് ലെയ്ത്ത്, മില്ലിംഗ് മെഷീൻ, അതുപോലെ മെഷീൻസ് ജസ്റ്റ് ഒരു ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അവർ ലാബിൽ പോയി ആ മെഷീൻസ് കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോ ഇൻ ദിസ് talk I would like to just give an introduction to CNC machines. Let me share my slides. So actually this is a very basic course on introduction to CNC machines. This is a very vast topic in CNC machines and programming. We cannot cover fully in 1 hour. So I'll just give a very brief introduction to this topic. Can you see the slides?
Yes sir, കാണാം.
Okay. So today's topic is introduction to CNC machines and programming. So I expect the outcome I expect from this 1 hour schedule is like you'll be just introduced to this CNC machines and CNC programming. So after that you can refer some other materials or refer to some other talks, NPTEL talks or some other things, and also you can go to the lab and get more knowledge. So before that, let us start from the beginning. So let's go back to BC 300. So at that time, you may be knowing that the metals were not invented. People were using stone or wood for as tools. So they have to modify the shape of the wood or stone they have to modify that into some tools. So one method first they invented is this turning operation. So turning operation, you might be familiar, but I'll just show one video to make you or to help you to recollect the turning operation. So
Turning
you may be
produces
knowing
a
this is
taper.
turning operation. Turning operation is simply a you'll be holding a cylindrical workpiece in between two centers, and you will be, this is tool, and you will be inserting this tool to or you'll be applying this tool towards this workpiece, and this workpiece is rotating. So this is turning operation. I'm just showing these videos to for recollecting what is turning. Okay. Now another very common uh, uh, operation is milling. So let's see milling. See, this is a milling. Hope you can see now. Jugal,
Yes, sir.
can you see it?
Kanam, sir.
So this is milling. In milling, this is actually vertical milling. A vertical milling cutter. This is a vertical milling cutter. That cutter will be rotating, and you will pass the workpiece below that. So it will be machined. So this is only one type of milling. There are different types of millings. This is end milling. Like that, there are different types of milling. So these two are some basic operation: turning, milling. Okay, now we will go to our topic. And as I told you, turning it, one second. Okay, can you see the screen?
Kanam, sir. Kanam.
Okay, so turning was actually peoples in BC 300. From the ancient pictures, you can see that they started this process. So it's simply they will hold a workpiece or wood at the time in between two centers or in between two trees. They will hold this wood, and then they will rotate this by pulling this string to and fro, forward and backward. Then it will be rotated, and like this another person will hold a tool like this, as we have seen in the video. Same thing here. Only thing is there is no machine setup, but manually they are doing. So this tool will be some another piece of wood or another stone, which is usually more harder than the workpiece. So this was the ancient. If you discuss about the history of machining, you can see that. Now they developed that machine. They developed into a setup like this. Instead of holding between two trees, they held the workpiece like this. Then they, after during the Industrial Revolution and all, they developed a lathe like. So this is one of the ancient or first type of lathe. It's similar to a sewing machine, like a sewing machine in your home. So when they used to rotate the workpiece like this, and the tool is held like this. So this is the history. Now after that, after Industrial Revolution and all, then they developed the present lathe. So as you might have seen this lathe, this is the conventional lathe which is used in our lab or some industries. And this is actually a very basic model of lathe which we are using in our lab. You might be using, mechanical students may be using or doing work on during S5 or S6 semesters. And now this is a industrial lathe which is having some more facilities. So whatever it be, the basic operation that we are doing in this lathe is turning. ഈ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ തന്നെയാണ് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ കണ്ട ഫോട്ടോസിൽ BC 300-ലും people used to do the same operation. So here also you will hold the workpiece in between this chuck and this center. Then in the tool post you will hold the tool, and the parameters that you are changing is, so when you start the machine, this chuck will rotate. Here there is an engine or a motor is there, so that motor will rotate this chuck, and that will rotate the workpiece connected to this chuck. So that will be operating in a constant speed. You can change the speed, but once started it will work in a constant speed. The only thing that you are going to change is you have two axes of motion. So what we do is we will move the tool in two directions. That only we will do in a lathe. So നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ കണ്ട BC 3000-ലും ആളുകൾ അത് തന്നെ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്. They will move the tool in two directions only. That's the only work a man have to do in the lathe. So one is the motion of the tool in horizontal direction, and another is motion of the tool in a direction perpendicular to the screen, your screen. So that is done by the motion along horizontal direction, that is left to right motion. This tool post can be moved to left or to the right by rotating this wheel. You might have studied that. And another motion is feed. That is, you can move the tool in a direction to and fro, in a direction perpendicular to the screen. Are you able to understand? So that motion is obtained by rotating this wheel. So manually, the two basic operation that you are doing in a lathe is, one is rotating this wheel and another is rotating this wheel. There are other things you have to do. Lot of other things are also there to do, but the basic thing that you are doing in the, or a lathe operator, we call a lathe operator as a turner. So his designation is known as turner. Usually ITI people or tradesmen, they are appointed as this turner. So the turner will be usually doing rotating this wheel or this wheel in order to get the specified product. So similarly, this is a vertical milling machine that's also available in our lab. So here also, as we have seen in the video, the cutter will be rotating here, and the workpiece will be placed over this table, and this cutter will move up and down, that is Z direction. And in milling machines there will be three axes. In lathe, as I told you, there is only two axis movement. One is this along this horizontal axis, that is X direction, and another is perpendicular direction, perpendicular to the screen, that is Z direction. But in milling machine there are three axis movements. Normally there are 5 axis, 6 axis, many axis milling machines, advanced milling machine, but basically in a milling machine there are only there are three axis. One is Z axis, that is the motion of this cutter up and down, that is Z axis motion, and another is the motion of this table left and right as well as to and fro. So you have a handle here. So if you rotate it, the table will move left and right. That will be X direction, and there is a wheel here. If you rotate this wheel, this table will move to and fro, perpendicular to the direction of this machine. So that is Y axis. So X axis, Y axis, and Z axis. So that is the main principle of milling machine, or milling and turning. The operator is actually performing this main operation, moving the either tool post in lathe. He is moving the tool post in X and Z direction. In milling machine, he is moving the table in down, that is Z direction. Now this is our normal milling machine. Now we are many industries are using it. We are also using it in our lab. Now there is some problem with this. In order to overcome the problems with this, we go for NC machines. And let us see what is the need for NC machines. NC machines means the full form of NC is numerically controlled. Numerically controlled. Now let us see what is this machine. This is manually controlled. Okay, that's the only difference between this machine, normal conventional machines, and NC machines. NC is not CNC. We haven't reached CNC till now. So this is manually controlled machine. A man, you or Turner, will be rotating this two wheels. So it is manually controlled machine. And now NC machine is numerically controlled. Numerically controlled means instead of man, these two wheels are rotated by some numerical programming. So that's why the name came numerically controlled machines. And CNC machines. CNC machines, I will explain in detail later. The full form of CNC machine is computer numerically controlled machines. Computer numerically controlled machines. So first, let us see some basics of NC machines, numerically controlled machine, and then we'll go to CNC machine. So by industrial revolution and all, this NC machines, they started developing this NC machines because during World War, see, actually industrial revolution are related with World War. During World War, there is a very high requirement of components. They need weapons, they need machineries, they need aircraft, they need ships. So many countries need all those things. So before that, as we know, the production was it was not mass production. Mass production means producing similar components, same amount of components in large quantities. For example, automobile is a mass production. Maruti is producing thousands of cars per month. Same model cars, thousands of cars per month. So it's a mass production. So before World War and all, it was not mass production. They will make one car maybe within a week. In 1 week, they will make one car. Then next week, they will make another car. Like that, as we see in a workshop or a normal carpenter. It was like that. But due to this World War, the requirement of machines, requirement of tools, etc. increased. So they have to go for mass production. Mass production means, as I told you, producing large amount of products of similar quantities, large amount. Okay, for example, they want to produce some weapon, similar weapon in thousands of quantities in 1 day. So that is mass production. And also another requirement came during this World War is quality. We need very much quality. Also, along with this World War, other programs like space programs, this USSR and America have started their space programs. Like that, many advancements in the technology started to come after during 90s. So at that time, the requirement of quality, requirement of mass production, etc. started. So the main problem with this normal lathe and normal milling machine is the accuracy and repeatability. Repeatability means producing same parts, or if you produce 100 parts per day, that 100 parts should look similar.
when you go to the lathe lab, or you in the first year you might have gone to smithy or fitting, etc. You are about 60 students, and if you take or if you measure the product you have made in that workshops, it will be if you measure it, the dimensions will be of 60 varieties. But in industries or space applications, etc., or wherever high quality is needed, such thing is not feasible. Every product, let it be 100, let it be 1,000, or let it be a lakh. So all maybe 10 lakh. The 10 lakh products should be of almost same dimension. You cannot make 100% accurate product if the dimension is, say, if you want to make a rod of 10 millimeter length, it's not possible to make all 10 lakh rods of exactly 10 millimeter. So it's not possible. 100% accuracy is not possible. But still, you have to make within a limit, like 10 plus or minus 0.001. In that position we have, or in that tolerance we have to make. So making all products in that range is known as repeatability. So that's a main measure of quality. So all these things need to the need of a NC machine. So even if they are skilled, they may be of different dimensions. So we have to hand over this work of man to computer or some numerically controlled machines, because as you know, in lathe, the diameter of the workpiece you are making is dependent on this turning of this wheel. ഈ ടൂൾ പോസ്റ്റ് ടു ആൻഡ് ഫ്രോ എത്ര മൂവ് ചെയ്യണമെന്ന് ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കും നമ്മുടെ പ്രോഡക്റ്റിന്റെ ഡയമീറ്റർ, ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഡിപ്പെൻഡ്സ് ഓൺ ദ accuracy by which you are rotating this wheel. And for one rotation of the hand wheel, you know, there are 360 degrees, and for each 360 degree you can further divide it into minutes, and that further you can divide it into seconds. So that much accuracy is not possible with human beings. So what they have developed is numerically controlled, or instead of a human being rotating this wheel, let computer or some machine, so some motor, let some motor rotate this machine controlled by computer. So that's the concept they developed, and that
Hello, sir.
manufacturing cost. That means every time, for example, a car varying little bit, but it should be always constant. If a human being making that, the human labor may ask more wage sometime, like that. So the manufacturing cost will vary, but you have to unify that. And another is for manufacturing complex shapes that may be impossible for human being. As I told you, if you go for rotating this hand wheel of the lathe, there are divisions like we need accuracy up to seconds, not only degrees, we need accuracy up to seconds. So that is not possible with human beings.
A milling
Can you
machine is
see
a machine
the
tool
video
with a
and
rotating
hear the
cutter,
sound?
typically used
Okay,
to
sir,
shape,
കേൾക്കാം.
slot,
Okay.
and drill
So you
solid
just
metal workpieces.
hear this also.
Most machines
ഞാനിപ്പോൾ
have
പറഞ്ഞു
3
തന്നെയായിരിക്കും
axes
ഇവർ
of
പറയണത്.
movement, X,
അതൊന്ന്
Y,
കേട്ട് നോക്കുക.
and Z, the same as those of the Cartesian coordinate. On a manually operated conventional milling machine, the milling table can be moved side to side along the
So here,
x-axis
a human
using
being
one
is
of
operating
2
that
hand
wheels.
wheels. The
This is
table
XY
sits on a
motion.
structure called the saddle, and together can be moved transversely along the y-axis. Alternatively, a lever-operated quill can provide rapid vertical movement for operations such as
The milling machine.
movements are very similar
Now
to
let's
those
see
of
what's the
conventional
difference.
milling machines, with the table moving along the
So the table
x-axis.
is moving automatically.
The y-axis,
Y-axis motion.
and the spindle head moving vertically along the z-axis.
Is that axis motion?
Machine structures such as the table, saddle, and milling head slide along a set of rails.
So this is
Some
sliding.
machines use linear motion guides, which are low in friction through the use of circulating ball or roller bearings. Other machines use cast iron box ways.